Welcome to Steelscape, a Blue Scope company. Steelscape places the safety of our employees, contractors, visitors, and environment as our highest priority. The purpose of this video is to explain our basic safety and environmental policies and expectations for all visitors, vendors, and contractors before entering our production facility. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to ask. Your Steelscape representative is your primary point of contact. Please report all injuries, incidents, property damage, near misses, or safety concerns to your Steelscape representative, or any other Steelscape employee can assist you. Upon arrival to Steelscape, please report to the receptionist or security guard. You will be instructed to sign in when you arrive at our facility. A Steelscape representative will show you the location of our sign-in register. You are required to enter your name and your company name and address. Please enter the department name or your Steelscape contact's name, the purpose of your visit, and the time of your arrival. The receptionist or security guard will then issue you a visitor badge. When you are ready to leave our facility, please ensure that you return to this register, enter your departure time, and return your visitor badge to the receptionist or security guard. If the facility has an emergency evacuation, you will hear an alarm that sounds similar to an air raid siren, and you will see a flashing white strobe. Here is an example of our emergency system alarm. Steelscape requires all visitors to evacuate to the nearest evacuation point as listed on the map on the back of your visitor badge. Any Steelscape employee can assist you in finding the nearest evacuation point and will help you with your emergency roll call once you have arrived. Steelscape requires that visitors who will be staying on painted pedestrian walkways wear the following personal protective equipment: a hard hat, safety glasses with side shields, closed-toed shoes, long-sleeved clothing, long pants, high-visibility vest, and hearing protection in posted areas. Steelscape will supply hearing protection as needed. Visitors who will be leaving the painted pedestrian walkways are required to substitute closed-toed shoes with leather steel-toed shoes and must have a Steelscape employee as an escort. Please be aware of your surroundings. Steelscape employees frequently use overhead cranes, forklifts, boom lifts, rail, and other mobile equipment. Steelscape has established exclusion zones to reduce equipment and pedestrian interactions. If equipment is working inside this zone, pedestrians are not allowed to enter. If pedestrians are inside the zone, equipment is not allowed to operate within it. All visitors are required to follow posted 10 mph speed limits while on site and must refrain from driving or parking in designated pedestrian walking lanes. Escorted visitors without steel-toed shoes are required to stay within the painted floor markings designated as pedestrian walking paths. Red floor markings are designated for mobile equipment traffic. Steelscape restricts unescorted visitors from leaving their designated areas. If a visitor has to leave his or her area, a Steelscape employee must escort that visitor. All visitors are required to use pedestrian doors when entering or exiting buildings. Only vehicles are allowed to enter and exit through vehicle doors. Steelscape requires all contractors to stop at rail crossings and yield to all moving railroad equipment. Other hazards that exist in our production facility and require special attention are slippery floors. Visitors should walk with caution and use handrails where available. Some floor areas may be slippery due to oils, greases, water, etc. Moving equipment. Visitors should refrain from touching any type of moving equipment. Coil edges. All visitors should refrain from touching the edges of coils. The edges of coils are razor sharp and can be extremely hot or chemically treated. Mobile and crane equipment. Steelscape prohibits visitors from using company forklifts, cranes, and other mobile equipment. Visitors shall give all mobile equipment the right of way and are prohibited from walking underneath suspended loads. Visitors and contractors who will be going off the designated walkways are required to carry gloves. If a visitor or contractor will be handling chemicals, steel sheet, metal banding, or entering into a coil field, Steelscape requires them to wear appropriate glove protection. Steelscape prides itself in continuously reducing our footprint on the environment. We ask that all visitors, contractors, and vendors acknowledge our efforts and use the recycling receptacles that are placed throughout our plant site. Your Steelscape representative or any employee can direct you to the nearest receptacles for your recycle needs. Steelscape requires that an MSDS be submitted to the EHS department when bringing any chemical on site. Any unused portion of the chemical must be removed from our site and disposed of properly. Smoking is prohibited inside any Steelscape building and is only allowed in designated areas. No person shall be under the influence of, use, or have within their possession alcohol, drugs, or weapons on Steelscape property. While walking through or working in our production facilities, cell phones and/or other electronic devices such as iPods are prohibited and can be used only in areas away from production equipment, overhead cranes, and other maintenance and production activities. While on the plant site, Steelscape prohibits the use of cell phones or hands-free devices while driving a vehicle or operating a piece of equipment. If you must take calls while walking outside our facility, we ask that you stop walking while taking the call so that you are not distracted and remain aware of mobile equipment that may be operating near you. Your Steelscape representative will discuss with you any area-specific hazards that pertain to this individual facility, such as molten metal in the metal coating line, hydrochloric acid in the pickle line, fire danger in the paint line, and measures for controlling hazards. If you have any questions, do not hesitate to ask your Steelscape contact. You are required prior to entering our facility to read and sign the basic safety rules for contractors document. Thank you for visiting Steelscape. Please be careful and enjoy your visit. Steelscape always welcomes any suggestions you may have to make our facility a safer place.